Good everyone, welcome to the stream, our first of our Dynasty rebuilds here on College Football 27. Been a bit slow to get on here and get some uploads, but the first one we're going to do here is Stanford. They've had a few bleak years in a row, a lot of 3-9 seasons. I think they had 4-8 last year, so one game better than what they have been, but hopefully today we can really turn it around for the college, bring it back to being a powerhouse. So start off here with our staff improvements. Don't think I want to spend too much too early here. We do have 3,000, so we've got a generous amount, but I also always start with a reduced to NIL expectations. Get the drop back there when trying to recruit, and also when you try to retain them before the portal. And our second staff, I think we go off-season increase to really try and progress our players. Really try this rebuild to go through recruiting, not so much try and pepper the portal to build our roster. Just use it to fix holes. Don't want to be spending a lot of NIL on building the full roster through the portal, so recruiting is going to be the most important. We got that extra 100 coach points to chuck on, and all I normally use is just spend 15 on each of the first level in recruiter. Obviously just takes less time to scout everything, and then we'll just bank all our points. Normally just use the same route for everything with my coach build, is recruiter through to motivator, to really try and get that tier 3, that every position gets that off-season training boost, to really try and build through recruiting, as I said, not through the portal, and then move on to talent developer, where we get those bonuses when our players get drafted. But that is a long way down the line, obviously. Just spend our points there. Just going to go through the roster here. We'll go through our red shirts. While we do that, we'll have a look what the Stanford roster is looking like. Quarterback, not really that great. 74 overall pocket passer. Got a freshman dual threat. 6'5", playing style. Looks pretty good. 92 throw power. Reasonably accurate. I'm going to redshirt him to start with. We'll see how the year kicks off, but he actually doesn't look that bad. Could be good for the future. Running back position, Micah Ford's going to be our main man. Not a great running room. No freshman there in the last year's recruiting class. Very young receiver room. A few sophomores. Got a couple of freshmen here. We're going to redshirt. Only the one with impact, though. Really need those depth traits, obviously, to progress the players further. Tight end room, not really that amazing either. Pretty weak offense here that we're going to have to build. You see 79 overall offense, but a 74 on the defensive side of the ball, so we've got a long way to go. It's a pretty poor offense. Weak offensive line. Going to have to build that up. Young pass rusher there and Weaver. Other thing is obviously struggling for wins early is going to be tough to retain players too, so I'm going to have to try and bounce back straight away. Got a very young defensive tackle room though. A couple of dev traits on those sophomores. Linebackers again, not brilliant. Tafiti our best. The best player on the team, Matt Rose, 88 overall, up to a 90. Could be our best room so far as our linebackers. With Galvin the wheel, 78 overall, senior. Most of our freshmen, though, do not have very good dev traits. Corner room's pretty poor. We got Nicholson playing style though. Deal breaker, so potentially going to leave in the off-season as well. Safety, obviously not too much better. Chuck a red shirt on McDonald. If it's going to work. There we go. 82 overall, Jay Green safety, so pretty poor team to start off with. Hence their recent record, obviously, so really going to have to put in our work. I think we've got some good players interested in us through this recruiting process. Couple 4-star linebacker. 2 linebackers the main interest. Chuck a few of these 3-stars on. So we don't need wide receiver help. Pretty much early days, we're just going to chuck everyone we can find on who's got any interest in us. And hopefully we get some good players amongst it. I'd like to go through our pipelines to start with, really get ourselves set up early days with that pipeline tier. California, obviously, being the best of our pipeline. Should be some decent players in here. See what 4-stars we got. Probably won't be able to get many. I only got a 600 hours though. Obviously, top players. Probably too much NIL. Could potentially have a little bit of a look at 1 or 2 of these. Obviously competing with Oregon, USC, UCLA are going to be the main competitors in our pipeline. If we are able to snag a couple, would be handy though. Leave those 4 and 5-stars to later. Just really try and build our board. 3-stars, 3-star gems. This first year might be a bit of a grind, but if we can build from there, no reason we can't turn this around quickly. 24 targets. We need an offensive line though, don't we? Not many tackles available, unfortunately. He's only got the only guards. Alright, let's have a look here. Hopefully we can find some gems amongst this. 77 overall speed. Get the bus straight off the board. Got a gem there, Dobson. Hybrid safety. Going up against... Oh, he's from Oregon. I thought he was California. Just favourite him. I really base most of my scouting purely off speed because it's the most expensive thing to upgrade in the game. Briggs, there's a gem. Speed and power are the hardest thing to upgrade in the game, so find any athletes. I find the easiest way, if they have the speed, it's pretty easy to upgrade players to high overalls by just upgrading the accuracy for quarterbacks, hands and route running, and that for wide receivers, coverage for corners, very easily to upgrade. But if you get that speed, it goes a long way. 94 speed, pretty good for a 3-star. See, someone like that we can work with. Not the greatest route running and catching, but he's got that 94 speed. That's something I like. More speed, the better. These quarterbacks are pure runners. Did get a gem with the last one, but not that interested. 88 throw power, not quite enough. 95, there we go. That's the type of player we like. Dual threat, 95 throw power. So that is what costs a lot to upgrade. If we can get that early. Looks like a pretty decent prospect. Accuracy, not brilliant, but he's only a 3, so as I said, we can update that pretty quickly. Hopefully there's no big schools going after him. Not really. Might be in for a big chance there. Bust corner. And a few busts here. We got 2 gems so far, I think. Gem tight end. Okay, we're finding a few here. This is what we want. These 3-star gems. Good speed. Coverage not great. Another gem though. We've got a nice class here really so far. A few gems. We just need a couple of these tackles to be good, and we got straight away. 50 hours to go. We'll just keep scouting through here. Only issue probably with all these gems is going to be how many hours we do have to recruit. Just shuffle this board around, get all the gems to the top so we don't have to go through, even though I favoured them. Saves going through and looking for them afterwards. That's that pure runner quarterback. Throw power 88. If you compare him to the dual threat, 88 throw power, 95. Obviously better accuracy with the dual threat. Same speed. Purvis is really a lot better of a prospect. He's probably going to be the main QB we go after there. 6'4" too. So he is a big boy. Let's go through, see if we've got any more gems that I missed. Safety. 4-star, we'll chuck him at the top. Fine. 10, 11 gems. Pretty good first look. A whole lot of rivals interest as well. Straight to 6'8". Probably gonna be the toughest one to compete with. Guard as well. Reasonable look there. Picked up some pretty nice gems amongst that. Have a look at our schedule. Hawaii, Miami. Got a couple home games early. Not ideal. We're only going to get one visit from that week 3 to 6 marker, which isn't ideal. Got a big stretch of like back-to-back home, back-to-back away games. Would prefer it a bit more home away to make it a bit easier with bringing in visits, but is what it is, I guess. Can't do too much about it. Hawaii first game. It's go and offer on these recruits. So we've got 450 hours. So safety's probably the toughest to go for. Got a lot of NIL though, surprisingly. So we could pitch overs a touch to bring this class in. Sun's not a gem. He was a speed guy though, yeah, 93 speed. We're going to go after the corner. It's the most important. 40's not too bad. We'll pump it up. We'll just go overs to start with. This much spendage, it's not really that far over, to be honest though. Like 25 expected NIL. Bigger we go, might be a better chance locking in early. What does the quarterback want to purpose? Take a bit more. Obviously send the house. Hours are getting spent quick though. It's going to be one of the toughest ones, but I said I don't mind overspending here early. I don't want to go hard in the portal, so it's not like I'm going to be saving up to spend big there. So if I spend a bit more to land these recruits, I can live with that. What do we got left? 65 hours. The safety room wasn't really that bad. I just don't know how we're going to get him over Oregon and Washington with that 5 pipeline tier. Spend it on the linebacker instead. Might not be the smartest thing, but player is a player. We'll just chuck it on this speedster. The last 5 hours. So probably going to sim most of these games. Not going to jump in and try and do more of a sim rebuild than playing all the games. Just to start off with, see how it goes, see what you guys think. If you want to get into more gameplay, well then let me know. That should be pretty good. Let's go through our depth chart, see what we can do. I think we do start with Warren as our starting quarterback. Tell you what, that freshman does look good though. I reckon we're going to start first 3 weeks. We'll start with Warren or Risk. See what happens. And then we might go to Groves. Impact. Dev trait. Got better throwing power than all of them, but it's just his deep accuracy. Really the only difference between him and the upperclassmen. Micah Ford obviously going to be our starting running back. Wide receiver room's pretty straightforward. I don't think I really want it to change much else. Most of it's all pretty straightforward. going to give Gaines the start. For the sophomore, try and build him. Let's see, here we are. Going to lose those 2 safeties. Maybe I should have went after the safety. Oh, we can work that out later. We're going to have the hours after to adjust with that. And obviously, yeah, expectations didn't show that before. Beat California. So we might jump into that one. Just to try and get those extra NIL points. 60% of our home games. And finish the season. Oh no, school career. Finish the season. Oh yeah, so finish the season with a win rate over 500. Nicholson got a pick. Hopefully we beat Hawaii. Surely we did. We did. Okay, that's good. Good start. Definitely better starting the season with a win, that's for sure. 37-14. Offense got rolling. 280 touchdown. What did Michael Ford do? Yeah, 123 yards. That is what we like to see. Pounded the rock. Nico Brown, senior, 180 and a tutty. Couple sacks. Defensively, got to the quarterback a couple times. Nicholson obviously with that pick. Yeah, we've got a fumble too. Reasonable start. First win. Important. Let's see where we sit with these recruits. So only Washington offered so far. It's up to first, the quarterback. Parker Street. Here's the other one. It's going to be tough, I think. 4-star gem. Going up against USC. Pretty much out pretty early with most of them. Visits available. We've got the guard and the receiver. I think we hold off for another week. I'm going to put the hours into this safety. Can I have a crack? Going to overspend too. Oh, I can't send the house. Spend all the hours there. Leave the rest the same. I think we're just really going to concentrate on what we want. We're not going to go for a massive class. The better talent and more specific talent we bring in is probably the better for us, I think. Got Miami. Going to be a lot tougher than Hawaii. Probably not that confident at Miami. Would be a big upset early in our career. We do go down. We have bye week. 5-31, put up a bit of a fight. Just too strong for us offensively, Miami. Warren with another 2 picks. So we scored good points, but just turnovers killed us. Michael Ford again, good game. Spread the ball out in the receiver room. Another couple sacks. Don't think we got a takeaway. No pressure at all on the QB. Probably why he tore us apart. Put up 45 points. So he's thrown 3 picks already. I'm going to run the ball. I don't mind going with the freshman, to be honest. Dual threat, can use his legs. Throw power, doesn't have the best deep ball, but as long as he's consistent, I'll be happy with that. Okay, so we've got these players ready. Ready to visit. See if we can hard sell yet. We can. Okay. Quarterback, tight end, guard, corner. Visit. Okay. Some expensive visits. I'm gonna go for these cheaper ones first. Go hard sell. Along with a visit Georgia Tech at home. We got Kenyon's hard sell available. Only two things we don't know. Do they line up? No, they don't. So it's Hometown Hero. I don't think it can be anything else. Double check. No. Hometown Hero. Hard sell. Get this tight end into. The problem is we are not maximizing our visits and getting the bonus, but at the moment can't really do too much about it. We just have to get these players in. It's going to cost too much to get him on a visit. I think with the expensive ones, we're the only ones really going after Purvis, the quarterback. I'm going to visit. Straight's not ready. Tackle. Yeah, we can get him in. Not the greatest though. Don't think it's worth the hard sell on Maffei at the moment. Can we hard sell and then bring him back to centre house though? Could be the play. Because these bottom two are just too much, yeah. So it's a quarterback. We're just going to leave that there. Just bring in just these couple of recruits. Hopefully these hard sell will get us closer. Like Kenyon's close to signing. Dodge shouldn't be too far off either. They've got no contention really. It's not going to be much, but we'll just chuck an extra 5 into Sun. No one going against us. Hopefully we don't get stung by not getting these visits in. Got a bye week. So we can do after that. Okay, so we have gone straight to the top of the safety. 30 hours. Okay, so tight end's basically here. Oh, big battle. For the guard. So we have the lead with most of these though. Street's now ready for a visit too. Okay, so we're going to bring him in against Georgia Tech. We do need a win. Not the greatest to bring him in though. Let's see what lines up. Maybe one of these A grades line up. Coach Prestige, brand exposure. Okay. So status seeker. House call. Status seeker or house call. Do we gamble? Do we gamble? I don't think we're going to lose much by gambling. Obviously just lose the opportunity to get him. But like D plus C plus, we just got to hope it's conference prestige. Stick with Send the House. Spend the 10 hours. Let's just pray we get this right. Not much we can do about it if we don't. So Maffei's, he's nearly here. I don't think it's worth sending the house. He's going to visit Duke though. Week 4. We're going to sit where we are with him. This whiteout's pretty well here. I don't think we have to do much there either. Probably better just sitting with centre house as well. Just linebacker though. Go hard sell. Just don't have the funds to bring him in on a visit. Can we find hours? We can pull hours off, son. So that's a problem, like with the gap in home games. We can't bring him in against Georgia Tech, and our next home game's in 7 weeks. Just gonna hold off. Hopefully we can actually get a couple of these without... I'm just going to spend the hours on Sun. Hope we can actually get a couple of these players without getting visits. We do have leads. Like Maffei's nearly here already. Can't do too much, we just got to hope. Hope we don't get stung. Duke at Duke. The conference game. Going down to Miami in the first one. See if we can get a win. Okay. Tight end, verbally committed. Wide receiver. Start. Good start. Okay. So we've got another week though. Maybe it went down. Got to make our call on our quarterback. 31-21. Too bad. Again, just defense giving up points. Got 2 picks. And again, Warren threw another pick. 6 sacks doesn't help either. Couldn't run the ball. Forward only 49 yards. Spread the ball out pretty well again. Okay, so they blitzed us and sacked us. Defensively, no sacks. 2 picks. Rose and Nicholson again. So we're going to lose our best 2 defensive players to graduation and through the portal at this stage. Okay. I'm going to buy the bullet. We're going to go our freshman QB. I think, do we have to turn it off or it should? Shouldn't matter. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it shouldn't matter. Just gonna depth chart and chuck him in. Just gotta limit these picks. Don't come up every time on it. Yep. Okay, Groves. New starting QB for us. See what he can do. Hopefully he can get us a win. We got a few on a visit. So it is going to be important that we do get the win. So we were sitting in this case. So leads extended on Washington a touch. We got 10 hours though. We still don't have enough. Verbal commitment. Can pull some hours off. Yeah, we're in trouble with UCLA with Kenyon. Corner's getting chased down too by Arizona State. Okay, so USC hasn't offered on street yet. We could be in with a big chance here if things go right. It though. Just liking these hours. Okay, we're gonna pull some back. To try and get a couple over the line, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Hope for the best. Big game. Freshman quarterback starting first game. Georgia Tech at home. The lads on a visit. Look at the corner. Here we go. This is what we needed, lads. This is what we needed. Absolutely huge. Got him across the line. Level up as well. Okay. We did get the win. 45-24. What did the freshman do? His defense destroyed Mendoza. 71 yards. Wow, 42% completion rate. Wow, 444 yards, 4 tutties, and a pick. Micah Ford, 100 yards. Didn't get a touchdown. Wow, Nico Brown, 3 tutties, 231. Shaw, 112, and a touchdown. Big offensive game. A few sacks each. 1 sack. Didn't get a pick. Did we get a turnover? No. Okay, that is massive. That is big for the program. Getting that win, securing a few recruits, and we got the 110 hours. Okay, Washington is now on our tails with this safety. Go the hard sell. We'll go and have a look. Hopefully there's a few under-recruited 4-stars going around. So there's pure runner, QB, not going anywhere. I don't think we have to get Purvis in for a visit. Should get him across the line. Sun's still open. Just get him through speed. Got the hours. We'll just chuck them on him. Just to try and Snap him up quick. Carruthers, that's huge. Arizona State were coming hard. Parker Street too. We've got the ones we didn't think that we were going to get, which is massive. Like Biggs. We just don't have the opportunity to bring him in. Week 7. We can try for week 8, but he's going to be gone. He's going to be gone. Verbal commit. Okay, so we've got 50 hours. Let's get rid of a few of these off the board. I think we're going to go in now. Let's see what we can find. We can get a few 4-stars that have been under-recruited on our board. What have we got here? Linebacker. Don't really need. Need wide receiver help. I think that'll do. Tight end. Not much. Any other guards in here that are any good? That O-line was our weakness, but we gotta bring in a guard and 2 tackles, 3-star gems. Maybe just spend time scouting a few randos. Okay. Hopefully we can back it up again. The freshman balled out last game. Spent our hours. Should get a few hard commits this week now. Keep building this class. We got the QB. I didn't think we were going to have to bring him in for a visit. Hard commits. Alright. Our class is coming together now. Securing those gems. That is what we like to see. And we do go down though to Wake Forest. 2 points. 26-24. 3 picks. 3 picks. 337 though. We are airing it out. With this playbook, obviously, we can become a very explosive offense. It was just safe to get a pick. If we can recruit the right players, I think, offensively, look at our points, 37, 45, 31, 45, 26. Should be able to turn it around and go even bigger, because our offense isn't even that great, to be honest. We're seeing off that roster, it's pretty average. So what we can do with these points now. How many hours do we have? 200 hours. Oh, yeah, I'll bring the safety in. Sun. Let's just bring him in here. Doesn't really matter. Should snaffle him up pretty easily. Parker Street. Okay, we're coming back at NC State on bigs. We're in trouble with him for a bit there. 170 hours now to spend it on scouting. See if we can find a couple little gems to add. 89 speed, yeah, Shakir. Decent speed, decent acceleration. After those athletes, 25 speed. It's going to be good. 73 acceleration. Speed, not too bad. Corners, got good coverage already. Has some depth, potentially. 80 strength. Power don't look too bad either. Corey Cleveland, the guard. Who's going to be best to offer on? What was the other gem we got? Shakir. Off on him first. No points to spend on him, but at least offering the scholarship. Should gain a few extra hours again next week. Notre Dame, obviously going to be tough. Only 3-2 this year, so they are struggling. I doubt we'll get this win here, though. Would be a fair upset if we did. Hard commit across the line. Pucker Street in. Oh, we got bigs. Wow. Wow, that is huge. Okay. Wasn't really expecting that. Job security is going down though. 2 and 4. Another loss. We're safe for now. Got to string some wins along here. 28-24 again. Or close. Three tutties, 2 picks. Could not run the ball to save our lives. Another big games by Shaw and Brown. Row 16 tackles. Tell you what, these freshmen O-linemen might be going straight into the starting lineup next year. 4-point loss, so it does hurt. Got to beat FCS. FCS West here. If we lose this, this will be an absolute disaster. 350 hours, okay. We are back. Where are we going to spend it? Okay, Shakir. Gemmed him. Jones. I'm spending some NIL, but did say we can live with it. Players like Cleveland worth not much. Another Shakir. They're from the same place. Do we have a brother backline story? No, we don't. Okay. Do have some good guards. Really have a good opportunity to build this O-line. 2 guards, gems on the way. Already signed. Who did we sign? Kenyon, that's right. And got Street and Marfade tackles. Do we go after Stockton? Doesn't really look that fantastic. For 80. Don't think he's worth it. What are we going to look at now? Board again's coming together. What do we need? Running back. Center. Go center. I think we can build a really good O-line here. Probably want well-rounded more. These 4 stars doing. Let's just chuck him. Oh, don't want him. Let's have a look at all those centers. Pulled a few good gems out so far. Running back now. Like, I'm probably more inclined to getting a running back in the portal, to be honest. I think that's going to be easier, but it doesn't hurt to at least have a look. We'll just get this one running back and then we'll go up to the centers. Locked out anyway. Well, that was the only one I wanted to look at. Yeah, too slow. 80 speed. That's better. 92 speed, 9 acceleration. Prospect. Clawson. Good prospect. Can develop him. Must win game this. We cannot go down here, surely. Must have won. Our job security's gone up a touch. Player of the week, Rose. Just laid a few tackles, nothing that outstanding. Sure. 3 touchdowns, 133 yards. Wow, we air this ball out. (41-13). How many picks? No picks. 5 tutties. 4, not too bad. It's got to be... It's got to be a school you'd want to come to as a wide receiver. Airing it out that much can only do good for us. 3 and 4, NC State. 100 hours. Recruiting battle with Dobson, and I think Dobson's coming on a visit this week. Sun's nearly across the line. How do we sit with these boys? Shakir's good. Jones, not too bad. Making our way up. Take time. 100 hours, scout these other players, see what we can find. Nothing that great yet. Pass protector. We're getting scouted though. Probably go after Clausen. Like, awareness at 47, we can build that up pretty quick. Good speed. He's going to be a low overall, but potential to become something. Is he 6 foot? These centers though. Come back to him next week. A few more hours under our belt. Got to win this game. NC State at home. It's going to help us get this safety across the line. And we got him. Hard commit. That is huge. That is huge, lads. Got another win. Okay. 4-4. Same wins as last year. 4 games to go. Improving the team already. Another 400 yards for Groves. Okay, Ford. 156, 139 and 2 tutties for Brown. Couple sacks as per usual. Offensively, just the 1 sack, no picks. Okay. We are rolling. We've got Louisville, Virginia Tech, California, and SMU to end the year. Can we go above 500 to get those extra points? That's the biggest question. Every NIL point we've still got a fair bit in the bank. 1,500 is pretty good, to be honest. What have we got left? Suns are not really moving. Should be here this week, surely. We'll just go hard sell. No one else is going up against him, but let's try and get him over the line. Got good speed, someone we could potentially develop. That's about it. Okay, Shakir. Top 5 taking a lead. What are we doing with these? 88 speed. Go Chamberlain off the board. Jones taking a lead on in a battle with Texas A&M. It's going to be tough. Cleveland really taking a while to climb his board. Ben Shakir in a battle with Michigan. Okay. Clarkson. Seems like unreasonable NIL to offer though. I'm going to go anything over. Like 70 NIL on a guy is probably just a prospect, not going to do much for us. Huntley here looks pretty much the most rounded, more rounded. Pass protector. Process of elimination at this point. This one's the cheapest. We'll have a look. Oh, spend hours up. Interesting to see what happens with those centers. A couple of big schools going after him, but not that intently. Go up to 3rd on him. I think Shakir's going to be our biggest battle. Brown again, 3 touchdowns, 164 yards. Big yardage. Tell you what, if we bring in a good quarterback, our offense is gonna be ridiculous. What do we go down by? 10 points. Again, the games we're losing, we're not getting blown out in any game so far. 4, 15, 3 and a tutty. Ford struggling. I think it's just our offensive line, like, can't run the ball. Jeez, we can air it out though. Giving up some sacks. Not ideal defensively. 1 turnover. Jay Green, safety. Rose again with a fumble. Safe for now though is our security. We got to get a couple wins here. But where are they going to come from? Is the question. Haven't really moved on Klaus, and Huntley were moved up quick. Top 5 already. Don't have enough hours to get him in on a visit. SMU on week 13, so we can sit on that. Costs so much for all of them to bring them in. Clutch. 21. Spend some hours again. We'll do what we did last time with these hard sells instead of going for the visit, just to try and hold some more hours. What do we do there? Clutch. Probably don't know enough there or there. We can live with that. 15 hours to go. Do we get Sun? No, he still hasn't come across. Dragging it out. No one else is interested in him. Go through this bye week. See where we sit after it. Hopefully we're on the rise. Sun finally comes across. Do move up. Gotta get a win though, otherwise shit would not be good getting sacked. Virginia Tech 3-6, 1-5 in conference. Okay, best week to get a win, especially when we desperately need it. Clausen we've moved up on. Huntley. I didn't realise we weren't sending the house. I forgot to check that last time. I don't think we can. We can't hard sell. Michigan's on a lead. I'm just going to have to sit where we are. Can't do too much more, really. Got no hours anyway. Big game, Virginia Tech. So we can get a win again. We need it for our job security. Shakir on the commit. That's it. We got to win. 5 and 5. Back in the green for now. It's been a roller coaster. What do we do? Low scoring game. 24-14 for us. Okay. Again, Michael Ford got back to doing what he does best. Brown again. No line, just gives up sacks. Nicholson again and Green. It's going to hurt to lose Nicholson. Might be able to bid for him back, but probably going to cost that much NIL. It's going to be ridiculous. Can't do much. Straight into Cow. What do we got? Not much. We go down to Cow. Finish at SMU. Job security doesn't look good. Could be a disaster in our first year. Surely we couldn't get sacked. We're going to go pretty well into the off-season. Close-ish on most of these. Hopefully we can get them across the line. First week of the off-season. Because there's nothing else we can do. Not worth doing anything else anyway. Clean up our board. Ready for the transfer portal. Finish this off well enough. Driscoll's still got no one. North Carolina pulled their offer. He's a gem, but... I just don't see how. We'll leave him there for now. Go through this last game against SMU. If we can pull up an upset, might save our job. Wait and see. Feeling the pressure. Cleveland commits. That's important. We go down. Not surprising. Go 5 and 7. So we get Stanford their best year. We have a stinker, 31-7. It's our first blowout of the year. 2 picks. Didn't really move the ball that much. Gaines, a sophomore, gets a pick to finish it off. As I said, not really that surprising. Let's go through the season stats. We end up Groves, nearly 3,000 yards, 21 tutties, 12 picks. Michael Ford nearly got to 1,000 rushing yards. Had a long stretch where he struggled. 5 touchdowns. Wide receivers, Brown, 1,300, 14 touchdowns. That is a great season by the senior. And our sophomore, Carter Shaw, 1,000 yards and 6 tutties. Too many sacks. way too many sacks. But you see our left tackle got injured. Defensively, Rose, 111 tackles, led the way. Not many tackles for loss. Staples with 9 leading sacks-wise. We get 2, 4, 6, 8 sacks for the season. Is just not good enough. Nicholson led the way with 4 picks. 2 to Bryant, Green, Edwards, Rose, and Gaines with 1 each. So, turn the ball over pretty well. Taking 12 picks and a fair few fumbles too. Matt Rose, what a season he had. 3 fumbles, a pick, 111 tackles. Impressive. Where does it leave us for next year? 5-7 season. Just going to keep simming ahead now. Got to take it though. As I said, it's the best year Stanford's had for a while. We get Jones committed on the corner. Not going to be much else we can do though. Nothing's really changed. Just keep simming along. Conference Championship week. I think we can get to level 10 pretty quickly. Then we can upgrade our coach. We've got 200 tokens to use. Cleveland hard commits. So does Shakir, the other guard. Okay. Good news. Huntley did go to Ole Miss. Kind of expected. Not surprising. Just keep rolling through these weeks. We get Jones on the hard commit. Heisman ceremony, don't think it's going to affect us. Nice little add into the game though. Wide receiver might have got a nod maybe. 1,300 yards. 14 tutties. Pretty fair year there, nearly 50 total touchdowns. 52 for Jennings. Tore us up in that last game. Ben Ford, 19 total touchdowns. That's fair. Jennings wins it. 42 touchdowns. 4,000 yards, 74% completion rate. You got any All-Americans? Doubtful. None in the national. Second team, Brown, did have a good year. We said 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. Nothing to sneeze at. First team ACC All-American as well, Brown. Nicholson, though, didn't get a nod. I thought he might have been half a chance. Had a pretty good year. 4 picks. Didn't even get the second team. So we got to level 10. Got to upgrade coach skills. Got to unlock motivator. We need to look through our roster before spending this though. We do have time, so we'll spend that later, I reckon. 195 tokens to use. Just depends where we put those resources. Tactician unlocked. A few job offers, not going anywhere though. See anyone's interested. James Madison. That's about it. What's our staff doing? Do we lose anyone? No, they're both still here. I think we just rock with what we've got. For now. Don't do anything with our blueprint. Just sim through, not going to change anything. Will be the same. Just going to have to wait and see what we lose through the portal. Hopefully not too much. But looking here, we've got a lot who want out. Would be a tough off season. We've got LSU versus Miami in the Natty. Can Miami go one better than last year? Get a budget update. Okay, it's gone up a touch. Got a lot of room for improvement though. Brand exposure. Win big games. Obviously, we've got to win more games to even get close to that. Got to make our home stadium a fortress. C-. Got a lot of points left there. Program tradition, but did get good bonuses. Extra 1,200 points to the budget. That is big. We're in the hot seat. It's not what we like to see. Well. Let's see what we're going to have to spend. It's going to be a long list. This is going to be covered, I think. Nicholson's our main one. Okay, everyone else pretty much here for free anyway. This is not going to hurt us as much as I thought it was. I suppose the roster was pretty arse. I think we just spend on Nicholson. It's only going to be for one more year. If we do have to overpay, so be it. 280 for one season. 85 overall. One more year, get him boosted up. Could get him drafted, which is going to help us attract more players, obviously. Now here, what do we want to do? We want Shaw to stay. He had a great year. I think we just pick out a fair bunch. Like, we're not going to be spending that much. Considering what we could be spending per se. Like, we could really just bring majority of this back. Just to get him on back on the roster. And it's not going to affect that much. Like, if we go in with 2,000 into the portal. $2,000 into the portal is going to be heaps. I mean, even if we spend and we got 1,500 left. Like, we're only spending 10. Just bring back everyone with dev trades. And then we'll see what. See what we've got left. If there's any positions that we do need to bring back. just for the lack of depth. Have a quick flick through. What do we got here? Quarterback. Staying. Running back. Sweet. Why don't we got the depth? Get rid of the dead wood. Okay. Tight end room though. You bring in a tight end? Might have bought him one. I can't remember. We can let them walk. Bring in some corners. I think we can live with them walking. Safety. Literally just for the roster spot. I think we have to keep him. We'll just keep our kicker. Okay. Not too bad. Shouldn't really lose that much, I don't think. Upgrade the facilities. What do we update though? Reduce. I don't know. What do you normally spend on? Wear and tear and injury, really, wouldn't it be? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, that was close. I don't want to spend that. All right. That should do us out. Hold off on those coach points again till we have a bit more of a deeper look at the roster. Okay, so we are in the hot seat. Surely he's going to get us through the season. I'm not going to sack us in this off-season part. Players leaving. We've got 2 persuasions. That's alright. And we'll dev trade all the ones we don't really care about, so that's fine. What do we want to upgrade? Okay. Positions of importance. Decent young quarterback. Wide receiver room. Good corners. Just purely for Nicholson, really. That's all that is. Try get him drafted. Help our pro potential go up. Then we'll see where we attack in the portal. I don't think we would have had it. Oh, Rose might have got drafted. It did 5th round. Good for him. Alright. Let's have a quick look over what we need. Bring in a quarterback. Running back wouldn't hurt. If we can bring in a star wideout, could mean big things. Really O-line anywhere. top corner. Basically, we can go after anywhere, really. Let's see what we got. Hopefully, we got some talent interested in us first, though. Just get him in on a visit. Probably star for us next year, really. A pretty good class so far, to be honest. Might need those hours. Wait and see. Alright, 520. What do we got? Do we have any big dogs interested? Doesn't look like it. At best is a 3-star. So we don't have one 4-star interested in us at all in the portal. That's disappointing. Chuck a couple on these, a couple of them on, just to have a look at them. Definitely doesn't mean we're going to get them whatsoever, but opportunity to throw some NIL at them. Cardo Jones. Javian Osborne. Took a few on here with some random pipelines where they shouldn't have bonuses against us. Even playing field per se. Alright. See what we've got in our own pipeline. California. Get a bonus. That's what we're going to look at. Center. Do we? Yeah, we'll just look at California first. Yeah, nothing. All right. Any center and linebackers from memory. Top corner would be good too, but Galloway's our best chance. So we get any freshmen from one of the big schools, 3-star. No, I think we're okay. Maybe safety. Right. 500 hours. Jones not interested. I'm gonna go after Galloway. Ohio. Be tough to beat out. Got the money though. It's our main ones. 5 stars. Well, why not? Let's have a crack. I'm gonna spend a lot. I'm gonna spend 300, whatever it gets to the next tier. 320. I'm gonna go big for a couple of these. As I said, we're not gonna recruit through the portal. I'm gonna go for difference makers to make our team better. I'm gonna pay up. We're not gonna get all of them, so I don't really care about paying up off the bat, to be honest. Because I definitely know we're not gonna land all of them. Oh, I did not. So we can edit it. Oh, this is New Mexico defensive tackle. No pipeline. Yeah. No pipeline bonus at all with this New Mexico tackle. It's the players we want to go after in this transfer portal. Jeez, we're spending a lot. We are spending a lot, but maybe it'll pay off. We'll wait and see. I think after next season we get more NIL. We can upgrade. Actually, we can in the. Can we do it at the start of the season? I reckon. Anyway, yeah. Start of the season we can do it so our NIL is even cheaper than what it is currently. This first year we're really just having a ping at it. Go first with these. I'm just going to see where we sit after that. Really throwing some money around. Could go pear-shaped, but we'll wait and see. So we get the edge. Okay, we climbed on a couple of them there. Get rid of Driscoll. Okay, no one's going after him. What's he speed at? Okay. No one's going after him. Should be able to just sneak this one in. We got the rest, so trouble. Wow, Georgia is just beating us out everywhere here. Okay, offense. no complimentary visits out of them. We needed the complimentary visits. We might have cooked it here. For the important ones we needed, we're not going to be a sniff. Ricardo Jones would have been huge. Osborne though. Get a bonus on Osborne here. So if we send the house, we get 10 hours. Yes, I freeze him up. Okay, this might help Osborne. Only very minimal, but any bonus is going to help. I think we're going to lose out in a few though. So we get the center. Ricardo Jones gone. As expected. Sit in front there. Take more off. Don't know if we got a hard. No, we could hard sell actually. Galloway, probably not worth hard selling. Jones is gone. Still. Wow, look how close Osborne is. Do we hard sell? I think we just... We got nothing to lose. Hopefully get the bonus. And I don't know how, but somehow take over TCU. Look how close they are to getting him. Do we have a free safety or not? Singleton, oh we do. Okay, that's going to help Galloway. Very minimal, but it did help last time. So we will take it. That's about all we got though. Napier in. You think Texas will get him this week? Really just hoping for the best here. Which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. The rest of the class is really good. I said if we just add these couple through the portal, is going to go a long way. We get the safety. It's not what we wanted. Okay, no one's committed yet. We're still alive, okay. Only just though. Have to be only just. So we're gonna get Singleton no matter what. No one up against us. Gonna get a couple centers. Napier will be in a recruiting battle though. I just don't see how we're gonna overrun Texas. Taking the lead on Galloway, though. I don't know if... Yeah, I just don't know if you can send the house on that. ADD. We do have the lead. No one's bringing him on a visit, so surely they can't... They can't catch us. Surely. Cannon's coming in. We've taken the lead on Osborne. Okay. That's big. Miles was still just too far behind. No, that's B plus D, C plus. I don't know if you can send the house on that either. 5-star. What have we got to lose though? Nothing. Already behind. I don't mind doing it on ones we're behind on. Oh yeah, Clausen's got nowhere because we put no hours on him. That makes sense. Can we get any 3-stars just on the cheap? Just to bring someone in. Don't really need to worry about QB. Yeah, I think we're fine. Just really just going for depth now. I think we're really okay, to be honest. Just offer. Just to bring some depth in. Alright, see what we get. See what pans out from here. See if anything good comes from it. Can we land these couples? We get Osborne. That's big. Cannon the tackle. We get Galloway as well. Okay. This has worked out pretty well for us. This has worked out very well for us. Let's get that center depth. Tackle, okay. What did we miss out on? Just Miles to BYU. Plog. So the 5-star did go to BYU. There wasn't anything we could have really done, to be honest. Interesting to see how good he is. Gotta remember to check. BYU and Plog obviously goes to Texas. See where we end up. National Signing Day. To be honest, I think we've done pretty good considering where we started. Dobson, the gem 4-star. Then we went on a bit of a roll. Brought in good depth. Only 3 stars. We brought in a lot of gems. which is going to be important for this little rebuild, as we said. Go about it through recruiting and just top up with transfer portal players. We bring in 28 players. So where we ended up. Top 50. 32nd. Not mad. 7 4-stars, 20 3-stars, and 1 2-star. Big inclusions. Good first year. Getting 5 wins. 4 3-win seasons before that and 4 wins last season. Got a positional changes. Only got the 1 athlete in. It's a better speed rusher. Just leave him there. Let's see what we've got to work with. Purvis was star. Better running back room with Osborne in there. Napier 85 overall. That's what I'd like to see. What was our freshman's son? So he got a lot of room to grow. 87 overall. And Carver was a star. He's going to be a good tight end. So we've got to work out with our tackles. What do we do? So Kenyon's our best right guard. 72. Cleveland's a star. I think we'll sit Cleveland for the year. With the growth potential. Oh, they can stay where they are. Tackle. Parker Street impact, and we can max him out pass and run blocking. Edge, we didn't really bring. Oh, here he is. Yeah, 75 overall impact, good growth potential. I like a bit of depth though in the pass rush side of things. Cannon, the defensive tackle. Biggs, impact. Yeah, a little bit of growth. HQ's impact 2. These gems haven't ended up being too bad. Still lacking though. Jeez, we got some linebackers. None of them all that good though, unfortunately. Corners. What was Galloway? Galloway is a star. Bit of room to grow. But we held down Nicholson. That was the main one. Jones a star. Massive potential there. Look at his skill caps. Big growth. And Carruthers was the other one who's also star. Lockdown corner. So we've ended up pretty decent out of our class here. Wilson we brought in, 85 overall. Lead the way at safety. And Dobson, the 4-star, was worth the punt. He's got elite dev trait. That is huge. Proximity to home's good. He is going to be the leader of our team in the future. Don't have to make any position movements. Progress through to off-season progression. Recruiting class ended up pretty well there. Still in the hot seat though. Should survive. Shaw's got impact dev trait. He did have a massive year last year. Now being the main number one, going to be even better, but to go through and upgrade all these individually. Should get some big growth for the team. He's pretty capped, Groves, on what he can do. So probably takes it over for one more year, and then we get the freshman in, really. Probably going to get him about as good as we can this season, unfortunately. This one's only normal. That is disappointing. Let me know what you guys do if you just keep auto upgrade on or you do it yourself. I might doing it myself because then you get to build the player the way that you want. Instead of the way that the CPU will do it. Ford's going to have a lot of points unspent. So skill caps makes a difference. Especially with what you bring in. I think it's definitely the easiest way to go about it. Make him a nice third down back here. Potential to be a good third down back. Taylor, get him involved in the pass game. Maybe he goes to 88 overall. Lead the receiver room. Shaw's the one we held on to, and he got the impact dev trade. He had a great season last year. Big points to upgrade him. Make him even better. An 80 overall. Big jump. Dev trait's definitely going to help him. Just got to hold on to him this season. Just going to upgrade the ones that are really going to affect us, though. Don't do all of them. They don't really have anywhere to grow anyway. Definitely a better wide receiver room than what we had last year. It takes Hall over short. Definitely still get the start in the depth chart though. Tight end room, not that flash. Probably going to be a position of need in the upcoming draft class. Tight end. When I play the game personally, I do enjoy using my tight end probably the most, to be honest. For me though, I'm not playing these games, so it doesn't affect it as much. Big jump there for Carrington. Really going to get this O-line a lot better. Probably still going to struggle again this year. But once we redshirt our freshmen we brought in, I think our offensive line in the next few years is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Go out and get more gems this year. And just keep building it. Protect the quarterback. Especially with how much we throw. We really run the ball pretty poorly last year as well, so obviously only going to help leave the seniors. As I said, it's only really the sophomores, freshmen, or anyone who's going to have the potential to get drafted that season that I really do just do myself. Ones who aren't really going to have much impact on us. Auto progress at the end of it. By far our best offensive lineman, Robner. No growth. No growth. He's a sophomore as well. Really maxed out. Same here. Pass rush. Big need next season. That's better from shuffling. Want more room. Pass rush, tight end, main point of difference that we need. Lacking big time in that area. Oh gee, Nelson can grow a fair bit here. Up the IQ at the end to get his overall up. We spend maybe 10 points on this. Just the awareness shoots the overall up so quickly. A bit more all round. Got a little bit to work with there with shoveling. This is what we want. Freshman, a lot more points to spend. We're a gap specialist, so. Get those abilities as high as we can as well. 84 overall. I think we must have got him in the... I can't remember. Did we get him in the portal? I reckon we must have. Potential here too with Cole. Not even going to try and pronounce that last name. There's a lot of potential in this team. I don't think this season coming's going to be the one for us to take the next step, but honestly, the year after, I think it's got no growth with some of these players. I think the year after, we are going to be on course to be a lot more competitive. This season, hopefully just go above 500. Which only means we have to win 2 more games than what we did last year anyway. And then... yeah, we're really taking a big step in the right direction. I'm confident. Confident with this group. Another recruiting class like we did this season just gone to. Load up on those gems. It's going to go a long way. It's got no potential there, but here we go, Nichols. Nicholson, best opportunity to get drafted for us. A little bit of room to spend. This ability up. The rest on hands. 88 overall. Should be enough to get drafted. Would have liked to get him closer to a 90 though, but just didn't have enough points. Got a lot of room to spend here in this. Corners on our corners. This is going to help us. Defensively, we did get blown out a fair bit. Upgrading all these corners, getting Galloway as well, is going to help us a lot. .84 overall now. We're going to have a nasty cornerback room. Pretty average last year, really. Galloway, who we bought in the portal. Get some good upgrades out of him as well. Max out this man coverage. Maybe just shy. No, we can get blanket coverage. corners to be the best. Oh, there's only one. 84 now. Already corners. 89, 85, 84. Singleton again. He also come in the portal. More of a zone corner. Upgrade his run stopping. Tell you what, you could actually make a decent... Could be a decent enough free safety potentially for next season. Could be a position swap. Aussie's brand exposure, yeah. CPU. Wilson, our other big spend in the portal. So our DB's definitely the best part of our team. By a long stretch. Young, strong safeties. No one with any dev traits though. Pump the IQ up though. We could get him to a 78 nearly. $79. Take that. Okay. That's growth. Team's gonna be a lot better. Probably biggest downfall for us now is gonna be our quarterback. Just didn't have the growth that we were expecting him to have. Had a pretty good year last year though, but it's not going to be enough for us, unfortunately. Oh, that'll do. Oh, we didn't recruit a punter. That's handy. Auto progress the rest. This was a lot better. Nicholson 88 overall. Napier bought in through the portal. Osborne as well. So we bought in Wilson, Osborne and Napier. 3 of our best 4 players. Galloway not far behind either. So through our recruiting class and the portal, we have upgraded the team exactly how we had to. Which we did say from the start, we weren't going to splash a lot through the portal. Just on things we need. Still in the hot seat though, we've got to start this second year very, very well. I don't think we'll have to probably encourage any transfers. Probably light on numbers anyway. 84 out of 85. Okay. Too bad. What do we want to upgrade? I think staff's only... Is it pre-season? Yeah. Facilities all good. Already upgraded that. Just reduce injury chance. I have 1,000 NIL in the bank to go into next year. Besides that, we're pretty good. See how we end up. New goals. Maintain elite facilities for the next 3 seasons. 1,000 points. Another 200 still to beat California and force at least 15 turnovers on defense. We did turn over the ball. We get last year, was it 11 or 12 off the rip, I reckon. Hopefully all manageable. Let's have a look at our schedule. Probably won't play this second year now. TCU and Vanderbilt, okay. Syracuse, SMU. Yeah, we've got a pretty tough schedule next season. If we don't get off to a good start, our job could be in trouble, which would be an absolute disaster. Just go through on red shirt before we sign off. Purvis, it's our QB of the future. Grove's just way too many skill caps, unfortunately. Oh, he did bring... Yeah, okay. Put him one tight end. Still going to have to be a position of need for next season, though. Kenyon will probably start straight. Do we just start straight? It's his deal breaker, brain exposure. Probably better off starting him. Get him in games. Brandon's gonna start. Oh, what have we done? Oh, it's got decisions. We've got a lot of depth in those positions though, so we can probably live with that. Jones is going to be a stud for us. So is Carruthers. Bring any safety. And Dobson, that's right. Deal breaker's proximity to home, so we shouldn't lose him. Hold on to him and redshirt him. Just want to see how much NIL we do have though. 1,000 at the top. We can't hire anyone anyway. Going to recruiting. Should have nearly 3,000 again, surely. 2.5? Okay, 2.5, yeah. Not too bad. Any 4 stars this year? No. Okay. But we did have a good class last season, so we can live with that. But again, unfortunately, no 5 or 4 star interests in us at all. Something to build on though. See how we end up. But I think we've done a pretty good job making this roster better in our first season. Geared up for year 2, and we'll see how we go. But thanks for joining in, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.